Hello dear friends, we continue in our series of videos about loving each and one of the zodiac sign. I don't know if I'll be able to stick with my original Aquarius video that I started while walking, but we'll see how it goes. Just in case, I'm gonna continue our story that we stopped on, which was loving Aquarius is always living on the edge of one of the most dramatic and exciting gangster movies. We all heard about it while growing up, like Godfather. Why is that? Aquarians are so much against the system. They're always rebels. They're always against the rules. And they strongly believe that rules are meant to be broken. They like to do things different. Their planet, Uranus, is rotating under a different angle of the axis of it. So it explains a lot physically how the big gravitational field of the planet affects the ones it impacts the most, which are people with the strong positions of Aquarius in their chart. Not only the sun in Aquarius, also other planets can be there, which will enable people to have all those amazing, beautiful gifts Aquarian people are very known for having. And I wanted to do things different with this video as opposed to all the other zodiac signs, not just to show how different Aquarius are, but just I wanted to embody that energy, feel it in the first place. Aquarius are very connected to the element of air, and air, the best way to feel the air is to be somewhere on top, somewhere really high, right? Somewhere high where you can be maybe facing the mountains, like in my case, or maybe facing high skyscrapers of the city, which is another angle I wanted to show you, because it's beautiful for filming, and it's also a very speaking out loud type of energy that can describe your Aquarius. What do we feel when we're on top? We feel very free, right? The first thing that comes to mind. Being free, being somewhere on top allows you to feel that loving freedom energy everyone Aquarius has in their nature. Why they're so good at friendship, but they're not nearly as good in relationships, because it's hard to sacrifice certain things to be in a happy commitment, because a relationship does require sacrifice. And Aquarius people are not eagerly wanting to sacrifice something that they treasure the most, which is their freedom. They're absolute freedom lovers. They're absolute free birds. They're eternal bachelors and bachelorettes, that they would rather most of their life they would rather find themselves more at peace when they're with their own self, within their own energies, and framing their relationship according to the standards they set for themselves and their significant other, which is, it can be negotiated with each and one Aquarius, and it can vary differently. Per se, your regular Aquarius is not just regular one, because he or she can have placement in different planets. Like, for example, relationshipal planets, gender planets in your Aquarius can be placed in earth signs like Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, and that will make them much more stable when it comes to relationships. So before you will start arguing in the comments that, oh no, my Aquarius is not like that, he's all like committed and loyal, yeah, it's possible. Like I said, we don't judge people but just one sign. We understand that we consist of multiple layers, and all of these layers are like layers of the cake with a different flavor. Then once we get to a new layer, we get to flavor and savor something absolutely new and unique, and each one of us consists of it. But if there is somebody who likes to do things differently, it's certainly an Aquarius. It's certainly those freedom-loving geniuses. By the way, speaking of geniuses, if you're a mother of a child who is an Aquarius or has a lot of placements in Aquarius, congratulations, you gave birth to a genius. Make sure you do everything that's possible to develop their amazing talents they came here with, and might as well, just one day, they're gonna give the world something that the world has not ever seen before. Seriously, people with a lot of planets in Aquarius, they are capable of channeling very high plane unique information, pieces of information. They're connected to Akashic records, which is like the world library of knowledge. Like every Aquarius is always a Hermione Granger from Harry Potter, like she knows everything, right? Or in case, when she doesn't, in case of doubt, always go to the library, right? As she says, she likes to say. What to add about Aquarius? Don't try to put them in any restricted position. It will always piss them off. It will always make them want to do the opposite of what they're told. They're almost like Aries right here, right? They do not want to be told what to do. Don't tell your Aquarius what to do. Don't tell them how to be. Don't tell them how to dress. It's very stressful for Aquarius kids or people with a lot of planets in Aquarius to be growing up under the parents' patronage, because Aquarius are the ones who can't wait to grow up and get out of the house. So nobody can control them. Nobody can call them and ask them 100 times where you've been, what you did, what you do, this and that, because these people are really, really cherishing their freedom more than anybody, almost as much as Geminis, no, probably more than Geminis, because they are fully embodying that energy of wind. And by the way, in the elements, we all consist of different elements, right? We have the fire, we have the earth, we have the water, and we have the air. That elements I describe more in the video down below, but the element of air is ruling all the other ones. Why? Because we have the element of earth, it's our physical body. Element of earth are our earthy signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Element of fire are more connected with our ethereal body, and element of fire are our signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, respectively. And element of water is connected to our emotional body, to our astral body, and those are the signs of, all the water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And the last but not least is our air signs, which are Libras, which are Aquarius, which is today's character, and Geminis, respectively. And air signs are connected to our mental body. Mental bodies are higher than physical, ethereal, and astral. And there is a subjugation process, there is a hierarchy process in our sublime bodies as well. If that stuff is really weird to understand to people who are not familiar with any esoteric knowledge, then I'm sorry. You got to Google it up sometimes. You got to look up the astral and all the other bodies I described to understand a better picture if you want to, if that's something interests you. But if there's going to be somebody who will understand me right now, that's definitely going to be Aquarius people. They understand, unlike many others who are fully materialistic. They understand that we are much more than just a suit, a meat suit we're wearing, the physical body we're wearing. We're much more than that, and we are embodiment of, we're made of everything. All the elements are in us. We're everything and we're nothing. And Aquarius are one of the best numerologists, astrologists, esoteric teachers, spiritual teachers, scientists. They're very big on science. They're really good with numbers. They're really good with math. They're really good with physics, with metaphysics, which is an upgraded version of physics. They're good with chemistry. They're good with alchemy, which is upgraded version of chemistry. Basically, they're good with everything. All the sciences that require analytical thinking, logical thinking, and above, the creative thinking as well. The closer we move to the end of the zodiac, the more each and one of the signs blends in with the previous ones. Everybody kind of comes out of everybody, and it's like big family. Astrology is like big family. The zodiac signs, starting with the Aries, with the rebel who started it all this journey. And we're moving towards the end, towards our wisdom carriers, which are Pisces, which is going to be the topic for another video. But as of right now, I just wanted to contemplate this beautiful moment. And speaking of Aquarius, they're definitely good at what they're doing when they choose the right direction in life, when they choose the right career, which hopefully will be connected with bringing into this world something that the world has not seen before, because they are good like that. They are good at taking the resources of the world and turning it into something absolutely new, creating a new resource. They're really good with unconventional thinking, unconventional sciences that bring people new ability to maybe channel new information, new digital data, new gadgets, new sources of energy. Tesla cars, for example, or something like that, something of that digital nature, the new money. It's all Aquarian energies. It's all about future. It's always about higher planes and the development with the speed of light. And they're always ahead of the game. And they're always a step ahead of people who have not embodied a lot of Aquarian energies in them. And oftentimes that's the reason why Aquarius people are vastly misunderstood. They're considered strange, they're considered weird, they're considered like they're bullied in school oftentimes, unless they can kick ass, and a lot of them can because of that bad boy feisty nature. What else? Aquarius are very interesting people to have a conversation with. Like, you can start with one topic which will be totally nice and innocent, and you can end up discussing something absolutely out of your scope of expertise, or something absolutely strange and like dirty and stuff, because Aquarius are well known experimenters. They like to experiment with like science and stuff, and they like to experiment with different life segments. For example, Aquarius are the ones who have a very interesting relationship with drugs and sex. What I mean by that is that those Aquarius who listening there probably maybe not everybody will agree, but at least a lot of them that I met, they have that mentality that I want to try everything once just so I know how it is. So it does give Aquarius that inner freedom to go and the go ahead to try stuff, right? And it's not going to make them necessarily addicted to some bad substances, which is a good case scenario because it's really good to take care of your body and stuff. But Aquarius is that experienced with different, substances. They are even more crazy than the ones that are not, because they have that new angle of thinking that gives them completely different outlooks in life. And oftentimes these people, they become even more intelligent and smart after having those experiments. I'm not advising anybody to do it, but if you're watching this and you're Aquarius, you probably understand what I mean. Like, there is a sublime line when you know what harms you, but you're not going to abuse that. But also you would try the new things because you do have that inner allowance and inner freedom to try stuff that nobody dares to. And that actually makes them stronger, believe it or not. Unless, like I mentioned, they don't go into the addiction. Same comes about the sexual segment of life. Of course, it's very important to be vigilant, to be careful, to be preferably, if you experience some weird stuff, preferably do it with a partner that you trust and you know. But our life is full of all kinds of encounters we have to process before we find that right partner. So when Aquarius comes into the picture, make sure you understand that they are not for everybody, and this type of people will definitely appreciate your ability to be flexible, your ability to change together with the wind. Like the wind is blowing and you are going together with the wind, and you are just having that complete trust to the universe. The universe knows what it's doing to you, and it doesn't want to harm you. It does want to make you stronger and give you better alternatives. So their ability to trust is almost as big as a typical Pisces would be, because Pisces are the well-known they're well-known mediators between the divine and the humane. That's why Pisces and Aquarius are oftentimes find themselves very, very drawn to each other right from the start, right from the first conversations. They have amazing intellectual compatibility, philosophical outlook at life. Sagittarius as well can come into this group. So like the further we go to the end of the zodiac circle, the more wise are the signs. So they kind of find themselves in a situation where they're very drawn to each other. I'm not doing the videos like, oh, is Aquarius and Virgo good together, or Aquarius and Leo, are they compatible? I'm not doing that. It's too shallow. It doesn't work like that. And everybody who already seen this series of videos knows my philosophy on it and the way I share and explain with you guys. The video "We Don't Judge by the Zodiac Sign" is going to be uploaded and attached under this one. But I just want to have a quick reference to the elements again. Elements are representing family. Father principle is fire, expansion, masculine principle. Mother principle is earth. Earth likes to conceive, like it conceives the idea, it conceives people, right? It's the principle of conception and giving birth to something, and Mother Earth is a principle of keeping. So those are like fire signs are more of a fatherly principle. Earth signs are more of a motherly principle, keeping it, right? Daughter would be the water, the emotional principle of ability to tap into your feelings, emotions, and very, very deep intuition. And the sun would be the earth, it would be the air. The principle of air will be principle of the sun. And usually Earth one, like I mentioned before, it rules all the previous ones before, because the mental planes are higher than the physical, ethereal, and astral. And Sun, the boy, usually the one who inherits the legacy, right? At least how it was in the history back in the days. The boy, heir, was inheriting the heirlooms of the nation, of the family, and that's how the family principle is all connected to the elements. And each and one of the elements are kind of running away from each other, because they're all trying to consume each other, and it becomes a circle of life. You know that symbol, the circle of life, the never-ending circle. So, per se, father is fire. Father is afraid of water because water can extinguish the fire. Father runs away towards the sun. Father wants to kind of give the sun all his energy and see the sun embodying all those ambitions the father never got a chance to accomplish in life, right? And the sun feels very suffocated. The fire is extinguishing the air. The fire is destroying the air. The sun is running away from the father because he doesn't want to be consumed by the fire, right? He doesn't want the fire to change the shape of the air. That's the principle, right? Sun runs away where? To mother. Sun finds comfort in a mother because sun is the air and mother is the earth. Earth has a lot of surface, and the sun as air makes all these shapes, makes the mountains, makes the landscape. Speaking of landscapes, I want to show you the part of this video. It's so beautiful right now in the twilight. So there's a lot of room for the sun air to just be blown, right? That's why sun runs to mother, and they have a better connection, better bond. And mother is earth, and she's drawn towards water. Mother wants to be with the daughter, and mother is feeling so good around daughter. So they're catching the last rays of sun before I wrap up. To finish up that story of the family and the elements and how they're running away from each other and create the circle of life, we're going to finish with the element of earth that is drawn to element of water. Mother wants to be with the daughter, but daughter wants to run away from the mother because mother feels so good around daughter. Everything blooms. The earth is blooming when the water is there, but water is going to be consumed fully by the earth, and there's going to be no water left. So daughter runs towards the father. The water runs towards the air, the fire. So that's how the principle of elements work. And I don't know if it makes sense to you guys, but I hope I was trying to make some sense out of this whole connection with family, element, astrology, and just deliver the thought of how we're everything and we're nothing, how we all embody everything, all the beauty in this world. And thank you so much for watching. Please share with your Aquarius friends. And if you find this content interesting, please subscribe. And for any more questions, I do a lot of amazing personal reading, personal sessions. I do unconventional astrology, which is called soul formula decoding. It's not a simple natal chart. It's a coded information in numbers and figures, and I decode it for you. It's a blueprint which you were born with based on your date of birth, and I uncode and decode very interesting hidden sacral information about you, your predestination, and why you're here for. Why did you come here for to this planet? What's your mission? What's your life predestination? What are you good at? What are your talents? And each one of us have them. It's just a matter of time until we just discover them. And it's like all this information is hidden everywhere, in the books, in the movies, in different people that we meet while traveling, for example. And that's what we are here for, to find out who we are, why we came here, what's the most efficient way to build our life. And when we build ourselves, we build our relationships much stronger, that can withstand any winds of change. Know thyself. I was very happy to share with you this, and please share with your friends, and I'll see you on another video. For any personal sessions, booking, everything can be down below the video on my website, or feel free to DM me in 1 or 2 or 2 of my Instagram. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.